Good morning. I'm Tim Horn, Director of Research here at Staffordshire University, and I'd like to welcome you to day 4 of our Research and Enterprise Excellence Week. We've had a great week so far, and this morning we'll be launching our Interdisciplinary Research Centre in Smart Systems, Artificial Security and Cybersecurity, or CIKES for short. And then after lunch we'll be focusing on research impact with a series of sessions led by our Research Impact Manager, Dr. Jackie Reynolds. It gives me great pleasure now to hand over to Professor El-Haj Ben Khalifa, who is head of our professoriate and is the director of our research centre, CIKES. El-Haj, to you.
Thank you, Tim. Good morning, everyone. My name is El-Haj Ben Khalifa. I am a professor in computer science and artificial intelligence, and I'm the director of the Smart Systems, AI and Cybersecurity Research Centre, or CIKES for short. CIKES is a multidisciplinary research centre with a specific focus on the 3 thematic areas: smart systems, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and their applications. The CIKES Research Centre sits in the School of Digital Technologies and Arts, but works closely with other research centres across the university. The centre's themes are cross-cutting research domains, and our vision is to carry out world-leading theoretical and applied research in the centre's defined themes. And with our expertise, we will work with partners to foster international collaboration and knowledge exchange. The CIKES Research Centre promotes research excellence in some important emerging technologies and support business partners and other stakeholders implement cutting-edge solutions to solve real-world problems. Smart systems, AI, and cybersecurity are interconnected areas, and together provide a holistic approach to build next-generation technologies. In addition, the Centre organizes and hosts regular activities to promote our research and opportunities for knowledge exchange and collaboration, including seminars, workshops, and conferences, where we can engage with relevant stakeholders and develop synergies for joint projects. If you are an organization looking for expertise to solve your problem or your industrial problems or problems you face in your organization, and to develop joint projects, or you are a passionate researcher looking for PhD opportunities, please do contact us, and we'll be happy to have a discussion and define some joint projects. The running order of this morning is we'll be introducing 3 of our members of the CIKES Centre, who will cover the 3 thematic areas: smart systems, AI, and cybersecurity. For those who are watching us on live stream, if you have questions, please put them on the chat area, and we'll pick them up at the end for the Q&A session. Now I will hand over to the next speaker after a short video, Dr. Abdelhamid Suleiman, to tell us more about what we cover in terms of expertise under the smart systems themes. Thank you. Enjoy the day.
The purpose of smart systems is to embed technology into the way the world already functions. This general definition underpins many emerging concepts and applications, including smart homes, smart cities, smart grid, smart agriculture, to mention but a few, all under the umbrella of a smart world. These concepts present many opportunities for a sustainable world. At the same time, they come with considerable challenges, especially with the emerging technologies such as the Internet of Things, where billions of devices are expected to be connected. CIKES research in smart systems focuses on new models and architectures for various applications and addresses emerging challenges. CIKES covers expertise in relevant areas including smart cities, Internet of Things, communications, networks, cloud and edge computing, wireless sensor networks, robotics, blockchain, and even games technologies.
Hello everyone, my name is Abdelhamid Suleiman. I am an associate professor in signal processing and telecommunications in the Department of Engineering. My research focus on signal processing, telecommunications, and the smart systems. In signal processing, including video and image processing, telecommunications, including wireless communication such as wireless sensor network, Internet of Things, and wireless communications like fiber optics. In smart systems, we are trying to find solutions for real-life problems in different fields such as health applications, industrial applications, and agriculture automations. I am involved in several externally funded projects in national and international level, also supervising several PhD students working in the same areas.
Hello, my name is Tony Dodd. Systems thinking is key to developing the next generation of complex engineering solutions, delivering solutions that meet ever-increasing demands in performance, functionality, reliability, safety and sustainability, all require systems thinking, a systems approach. My research is focused on systems approaches to delivering increased autonomy and intelligence. My work is highly interdisciplinary and focuses on areas including mechatronic design, control, modelling, optimization, sensor fusion, and machine learning. I cover applications across the full range of infrastructure, manufacturing, and transport. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rakan Al-Dumur. I'm lecturer in School of Digital Technologies and Art, Computing Department. I'm the course leader for Business Computing and the module leader for Enterprise Systems. My research interest is in mobile cloud computing and Internet of Things. Currently, I'm supervising 2 PhD students and MSc students as well. I'm involving in 2 STEPS project as an academic lead with Staffordshire Digital Innovation and Partnerships, and these projects are related to data science and Internet of Things.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alison Griffiths, Associate Professor in Electronic and Communication Engineering in the School of Digital Technologies and Arts at Staffordshire University. I'm also the Postgraduate Taught Engineering Scheme Leader, which encompasses a range of courses, several of which I'm course leader for. The courses also interact with my research interests of initial electrical, because I was in the electrical industry, communications or telecommunications, so wireless communications from 3rd generation upwards so I've gone through the evolution of 4G, 5G, and now we're looking ahead at 6G, and also robotics. So I'm interested in the communication of the network around what controls the robot.
Hi, I am Abdelhamid Soliman. I am an Associate Professor of Signal Processing and Telecommunications and Postgraduate Research Students Lead for Engineering Department. Today we will talk about smart systems. The challenge in defining smart systems is that the definition of the word smart may be different from person to person, from application to application. For this reason, I prefer to use this definition. The system is as smart as much as it can fulfill our needs. The need for smart systems. We need smart systems for more safety and security, reducing cost, increasing quality and life improvement. Smart system components. Now, how can we design a smart system, and what is the main components of a smart system? To be able to build a smart system, first step we need to acquire the required information, and this by selecting the suitable sensors, starting from simple sensors like temperature, pressure sensors, or more advanced sensors like video camera or camera in general. Then, after acquiring the information and the data, we will process this information and analyze it, and based on this analysis we will be able to take our decision, and we hope to be a smart decision after all of these steps. These are the main component, but we have other hidden component maybe they have major role, such as communications. Data will move from sensor to processing to control to take action. We need to connect these entities to each other to be able to move data between these entities. Also, power requirements. And sometimes when we design the smart system, the main challenge will be the power requirements. We are working in area very hard to reach power. Maybe we need to rely on renewable energy, solar panels or something like that. And currently we cannot run almost any hardware without using the software. Software will manage all the process over this system. Then our role in the team here is to study the application challenges. For example, in health, transport, security, smart buildings, we'll study the challenges, and other challenge to be aware about latest technologies and the latest products. Then we can build a solution to sort out or to face these challenges. Then the smart system team, it is a part of SAICS, and we are going to work to make this team like interface with external entities like enterprise, health sector, energy sector, and so on. And producing a solution based on SAICS research like cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and so on. And also we are planning to be linked with other universities' research centers. Because to design a smart system, you cannot rely on one technology. You need to rely in many technologies, even completely different areas. For example, we need design with us to design the final product. Maybe we need psychology to select also some parts of the system. Then our plan to be like interface between community need and our research. This is just an example presented by Liblium, a Spanish company called Liblium, example for applications of smart systems. And you can see the application of smart systems, we are talking about life. We are talking about everything in life. We need to manage traffic. We need to manage energy in building levels, in city levels, in country levels. Pollution. We have many huge number of applications, and we have the team to deal with these challenges. Just I will present here some examples for current project or completed projects done by the smart systems team. First project about bladder problems, and in this project we are trying to detect the bladder problems in early stage. This allowing us to treat it easier and not to go to hard cases. And this system, as you see, we need really many technologies. All information will be acquired from the patient. The patient himself will enter through a mobile application or desktop application, and then it will be uploaded to the cloud. It will go to server. It will go to his doctor. It will go to centers for more analysis. And if there is any urgent case, we will contact the patient to ask him to come to meet his GP. This project was successful and we won about 3 awards in this project. As you can see here, one of them, the best knowledge transfer, and you can see in the right hand side a screenshot for the desktop application and mobile application. A smart campus demonstrator, and this is very important demonstrator because campus, it is like a small example for the city. It is exactly like a city. We need to manage car parks, we need to manage class occupations, we need to manage labs, restaurants, coffee shops, everything in the campus, energy management, monitoring, and so on. Then really this project is very, very good because we can build it in different scales. In a scale like university campus, or we can go for higher level to city level, or maybe we tailor it for a big shopping mall or factory or industry, something like that. We have sampled project material weighing using robotic arm, and this project, the aim of it to weigh some materials. In our example here, we have powder. We are trying to weigh it. The reason of that, in some materials, they are, if we are using a human being to deal with it for a longer time, it can affect their health. Then we are trying to automate this process. And by automating this process, we can avoid health problems for human being, and at the same time, some processes are repetitive. It is not fair to leave human being doing with something that does not need any skills. The future work of this research is to be able to distinguish between materials automatically. Currently, we are defining the material before we start, but in future, we will allow the system to detect and recognize the material automatically. Other project funded from Royal Academy for Engineering, working with Jordanian Ministry of Agriculture and ARMC and Sheffield University. In this project, we are talking about smart olives harvesters. We are working here to recognize the fruits of olives in the tree and to help in harvesting them. This will save time and the cost and increase the quality. Really, this project is very challenging because all of the fruits are very small. They are not like big fruits. It is easy to detect occlusions with leaves, with other olives and so on. It was very big challenge. We are working in this project now, almost at the end of it, and we proposing the next step to integrate this project with other fields in the area. Infrastructure monitoring. This is an example for infrastructure monitoring project, and here we studied the whole problems can face manhole cover from the top and from underground. Maybe when we talk about manhole cover, you feel it is something not important, but imagine how many manhole cover in England. We are talking about hundreds of thousands. Imagine the cost of maintenance for all of these manhole covers. So we implemented a system, a prototype, to monitor these manhole covers by putting a node in each manhole cover with the suitable sensors to detect the situation of the manhole cover, cracked, tilted, and so on, and to be sent to central place for analysis and taking action. One of the main challenges here is the power requirement, because power requirements for manhole for the node will not be provided in the manhole cover. Then we had active research in two areas. In the hardware, we are trying to work on hardware to use more efficient design, to use less power, and the software for algorithms and communication protocol to use less power. And this is also one of the areas, but we are not focusing on research in these areas in our center. Energy side, it is battery and renewable energy or energy harvesting, and we have the renewable energy center dealing with this stuff. This is our team, and really we are happy to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Artificial intelligence, or AI, is expected to underpin almost all future technology developments in various domains and for various purposes. Particularly, AI is an integral part of any smart systems development or deployment for enhanced automation and decision making. With the available computational resources, we can now achieve a lot more with AI and machine learning, whether it is for improved surveillance systems or predictive analytics for health or climate data. AI have already shown promising results, but more theoretical and applied research are still needed to unlock its full potential. SAIC's Research Center members have relevant expertise in machine learning, computational intelligence, data analytics, statistical methods and modeling, optimization applied to various application domains, including health, smart cities, security, engineering, video analytics, and many more.
Hello, my name is Said Shiri. I'm an assistant professor at Staffordshire University. My research interests include artificial intelligence systems when we apply different AI techniques, including machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing, fuzzy logic, evolutionary methods, and different computational modeling tools to make a different system to behave intelligently. I'm also interested in application of robotics in real-life problems when robot needs to apply different AI techniques to challenge the difficult problems of real life. So if you are interested in doing a PhD or master degree in AI or robotics or generally in any intelligent systems, you are welcome to join our research center and university. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dr. David White and I'm the research lead for the Department of Games and Visual Effects. My research is in the field of artificial life, specifically agent-based modelling. Agent-based models involve building simulations of real-world systems like economies and biosystems to better understand how they work. These simulations help researchers understand why the real-world systems work in the way they do, and can also help answer questions of what would happen if we changed the behaviour within the system. For example, during the beginning of the COVID crisis, researchers modelled what effect staying indoors would have on the spread of the virus, and this helped the government make decisions on things such as lockdown. Agent-based modelling is a growing area of interest in research and is recognised by organisations such as the OECD as an important solution for helping us work our way out of future problems, whether it's an economic crisis, such as the Great Recession in 2008, or the 2020 COVID crisis.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ali Sadegzadeh, an assistant professor in artificial intelligence at the Staffordshire University. I teach and research various aspects of AI. I aim to further my understanding of brain functioning and the dynamic of the brain, especially memory impairment and dementia via computational mathematical modeling. I am a member of Smart Systems, AI, and Cybersecurity Research Center. At this research center, I am one of the leaders of artificial intelligence research team, and I would like to invite researchers and students to join our multidisciplinary research in artificial intelligence and machine learning, especially by application in medicine. Thank you very much.
Hello, I am Mohammed Sidqi, an associate professor in artificial intelligence and machine learning in our research center, Smart Systems, AI, and Cybersecurity. So today I would like to present to you our team in our AI. I'm leading the AI team. Our team includes Dr. Tomash and Dr. Saeed Zaidari, Dr. Ben-Hur, Dr. Saeed Zada, Dr. Russell Champion, our associate professor and head of our School of Computing, and Dr. Muhammad Asaduddin. So what about artificial intelligence research? What we research and we develop are machine learning algorithms in order to process digital data like videos, images, audio, text, and the like. And what we do is we apply our artificial intelligence algorithms on top of data to understand the content of the data and to infer information. Examples: to monitor events or detect anomalies, or to predict an abnormal behavior, or to classify a product or an operation. So for example, when we apply such techniques to video, so we have what we call it, we start by identifying the object in the scene, which is object identification, and then trying to track the moving object, and then to localize this moving object on top of a map, and finally to analyze the behavior of the moving object. We have been applying our technology to a number of real-world applications. So for example, in this real-world application where we apply it on for smart transport by detecting moving cars and classifying them and counting them. And as you can see to the right video, where you can see that we are plotting them on Google Map. So city authorities, they can get information about the number of vehicles, number of pedestrians, and the location of their movements. The same here, where you can see the classification extends to more objects, so bikes, for example, and trucks and buses and the like. We have been applying our technology to application like security application and for safety application. So this, for example, is an example of a real-world video from police forces. And this video is to detect the changes. And the police forces, they wanted to summarize the video as soon as there is an event going on in this video. Our Spectra C60 technology, which is change detection technology, used to be the top of the league table on independent evaluation of object detection techniques. We have been working with a number of organizations, and one of these projects is Critical Infrastructure Protection Project with the Ministry of Defense, with the DSTL, Defense Science and Technology Laboratory, and which was funded by SBRI, Small Business Research Innovation, and Innovate UK. And we have managed to win this competition by building a video analytics solution to protect a critical infrastructure in collaboration with other companies and using other sensors like LIDAR, radar, and others. We have been collaborating with BMW, Stoke-on-Trent Cities, and London Underground, Transport for London, Environmental Agency, Police Forces here in the UK, and DSTL, Ministry of Defense, and NHS. So, for example, this is our output from the Sapient project with the Ministry of Defense, where you can see on the left screen, you can see that the moving car is detected and tracked and then plotted on the on the right side, bottom right side, where you can see plotted on a Google map. And you can see that a pan tilt zoom camera is automatically moving based on the output from the fixed camera from our video analytics software. We have been collaborating with police forces here in the UK, including Staffordshire Police and Leicestershire Police, and our video analytic output used to be the first video analytic output to be used in the court of law here in the UK. So we have built a video forensic software applying our machine learning techniques on videos or CCTV footage from police forces, and we have managed to analyze this CCTV recorded footage, automatically generate and summarizing events of coming out of this footage and presenting them to the court of law. So this is an example of our post-incident analysis software, where we read the feeds from or video feeds from the video management software coming from CCTV cameras, and then applying our software to the analytics software first to get all the events, and then our analysis software, which allows the police investigator to load two different video feeds and then to link events detected from our video analytic on both feeds. We have been working with Stoke City Council officials in a project called Smart Urban Planning Analytics, where we have been applying our biologically inspired machine learning algorithms in order to build a smart city prototype. And this smart city prototype includes getting data from a number of sources, including CCTV cameras, including the historical data from the council, and data coming from social media, and then applying all this data to our analytic engine, which is our machine learning algorithm, and then allowing this machine learning algorithm output to collect and to correlate between data coming from different departments. So including environmental department, public safety department, transport department, and community well-being department. We have been working with BMW in an active safety system by building an intelligent crash prediction system and building a 3D simulation tool to test autonomous vehicles. We have been working with environmental agencies to build intelligent software to analyze and predict the quality of river water, which was the finalist in the BCS Technology Awards, and it was the runner-up to London Congestion Charging Scheme developed by the Capta Group. We have developed algorithms for Transport for London and London Underground, including crowd counting, and this was an automatic passenger counting solution to allow London Underground to capture escalator usage pattern. This generated access reports to London Underground, and our cameras have been installed in Victoria Station, where all the output has been used by London Underground. Currently, we are focusing on biologically inspired machine learning models. So we get models from neuroscience, and we try to build our machine learning models which can mimic behaviors of a human brain. So including models inspired from the retina itself, and these examples of our image enhancement algorithms. Currently as well, we are focusing on application of AI in medical application like the COVID-19 detection and the Alzheimer detection. And finally, we are now interested more into continual learning and adaptive artificial intelligence and the application of such technologies in robotics. Yeah, thank you.
The increased adoption of smart systems and digital technologies in general present everlasting security challenges. We are becoming so dependent on technology that security breaches prove to have detrimental effects on individuals as well as organizations. In the case of smart systems, for instance, imagine the effects of compromising the security of smart home or smart hospital and the implication this can have on people and services. SAIC's Research Center takes a holistic approach to security or cybersecurity, considering the three intersecting areas: technology, processes, and people. The center researches a wide spectrum of cybersecurity from a human factor in cyber safety through anomaly and intrusion detection to biologically inspired and AI-based solutions for secure and resilient systems in different environments, including cloud and edge networks, smart homes, and IoT.
Hi, I am Dr. Asma Patel. I am Senior Lecturer in Cybersecurity in the Department of Computing. I am currently leading Cybersecurity research team in the Center for Smart Systems, AI, and Cybersecurity. My recent research contributions include applying machine learning to cybersecurity and digital forensic investigations, then looking at security and privacy preservation issues in IoT and mobile systems, and also geolocation privacy in smart cities, such as how can we make incident handling and decision-making process faster in a SOC environment, which is a Security Operations Center. Then improving object detection and malicious behavior detection in video surveillance that are used for policing purposes. Then how we can detect a threat as early as possible. Then how can we automate threat sharing. They are also working on collaborative research projects with our industry partners such as Staffordshire Police, Dubai Police, then the Cyber Resilience Center for the West Midlands, Kaspersky Academy, and more. We also work very closely with local companies and SMEs.
Hello everyone, I am Mohammad Hassan. I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Computing at Staffordshire University. I'm the course leader for MSc Computer Science. Currently, I am involved in supervision for some research projects, mainly PhDs, that explore digital security for human DNA, trust management in social Internet of Things, in other words, SIoT, accelerated malware analysis in a Security Operations Center, or SOC, application of AI for forest documentation, development of a digital platform to support patients, which is funded by NHS, etc.
Hello, I am Mohammed Sidqi, Associate Professor in Machine Learning and Artificial Intelligence. For the last 18 years, the focus of my research group was on the application of machine learning in computer vision, what is called video analytic, by getting the feeds from CCTV cameras and then applying our software to segment moving objects from the background, which is called change detection, and then tracking, classifying, and coordinating the activities of moving objects. We have managed to apply our technology to real-world applications such as smart cities, critical infrastructure protection, and security. Our change detection algorithm Spectra C60 used to be top of the world league table for change detection algorithms, and we have managed to win an MOD competition for critical infrastructure protection. We have managed to secure grants from the UK and the European Union, and based on that, we have managed to collaborate with universities all over the world. For the last 7-8 years, we have been focusing on developing and researching computational models inspired from the human brain, what is called biologically inspired machine learning algorithms, and to apply such algorithms in application like crowd management, smart homes, for example, predicting vital activities in intensive care units, securing DNA sequences, and cybersecurity. We have managed to apply written an inspired machine learning algorithm for image enhancement application.
I am responsible of looking after our PhD courses and PhD students, mainly in computer science discipline. So we have a huge number of MRes, MPhil and PhD students within the school. They are working on areas that range from smart cities, AI, data analytics, cybersecurity, of course, forensics, then network security, cloud computing, virtual reality, robotics, media production, and there are more.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Asma Patel. I'm here to present cybersecurity research. I'm part of our center, which is Smart Systems, AI, and Cybersecurity. Let me begin with introducing myself first, and then I will introduce you to the team and also give you information about what interesting projects we do as part of our cybersecurity group within the center. So first, I am senior lecturer in the Department of Computing in cybersecurity. I am also postgraduate research lead for the school, but I mainly look after PhD courses and PhD students in the Department of Computing. So that's my role and responsibility within Staffordshire University. In terms of my research, I would like to also mention a few interesting projects that I'm part of and what I have done in the past. So I am involved in a number of collaborative research projects with our industry partners and also external academic partners, and we work on a lot of recent challenges in cybersecurity, and we focus on identifying solutions to all these security problems that we are facing in the new and ever-changing digital world. So just to name a few partners, we work with government, we work with Staffordshire Police, we work with Dubai Police as well. We have just started interesting projects with Cybersecurity Resilience Center for West Midlands. We also work with industry partners like Kaspersky and few more. So I would also want to point out some interesting work I have done. So we have worked on assessing security and behavior analysis of companies, mainly small, medium enterprises. We have built cybersecurity rating systems that will help these companies to assess their security postures and how they can improve or incorporate security in their daily business with the limited resources that they have. Another interesting projects we are working on applying machine learning, because the center involves expertise that maps with smart systems and artificial intelligence and machine learning methods. So we are working in identifying really effective solutions. And nowadays, if you depending on the work and the research that we have done, automation and getting faster security decisions is an extremely challenging and important area that we need to focus on. Hence, we are very lucky because we are in a center which has all these expertise, and we work collaboratively. And we focus a lot on working on interdisciplinary projects, because it really helps identifying more effective solutions. Another area I've worked on privacy preservation, so that includes IoT, which is Internet of Things, and also mobile systems, because these are the systems which involves a lot of connectivity and also a lot of information to track these devices, and therefore there is a lot of issues that maps with privacy of users, and also the information how we are going to that we are collecting, how we are going to keep it secure and also adhere to GDPR or any other privacy regulation. So that's another very key challenge that in cybersecurity research area that we focus in our research group. Geolocation privacy, that is another challenging and very important topic that we are trying to tackle, mainly for smart systems. We could also we also looked at smart vehicles and smart cities. So this is something, some of the projects that I have worked recently. I have been part of these interesting projects, and we have found really good research outputs, which I will talk about in my coming slides. So first, let me tell you why cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity? So cybersecurity is basically securing not just IT systems, but also making sure that people who are using these systems, and also process that we are designing to make sure people, users, and IT systems that are secure, they're really effective. So cybersecurity, it's going to be integral part of no matter whatever new area or I would say discipline comes in computing, I would say, or computer science. So no matter if it's smart systems, no matter if it's if we are looking at improving AI technologies, if we are adding more features, if we are looking at collecting more data from users, or if we are trying to give more power to machines, we have to make sure that we are doing all this by keeping people, IT, and people, technology, and processes secure. So this is what we focus in our cybersecurity research group, and why it is important. As I said, security is part of every single domain. It maps with healthcare, it maps with computing, it maps with no matter whichever area you are trying to work on. Security will be an integral part. You cannot ignore security. You may can leave it to deal with it at the end and focus more on usability and features, but once there is a product or a service which is newly designed, we always have to assess and make sure that using it is secure, and we are doing or we are taking all the steps to make sure that our new products and security or technology that we have designed is secure. Hence, cybersecurity is something that I do not see will go out of market or out of research. The research is dynamic, is super dynamic. We come up within 2 years, within 3 years, the threat landscape, the security challenges, they change drastically. The solutions that we develop today, in 2 years and 3 years times, we have to always they will not be effective. We always have to keep checking, keep assessing that we have the right security against the new trends in attacks and threats. So if you look at this slide, you can see there are so much information about data breaches, about attacks happening at to small, medium, or large enterprises, and there are technologies which are designed to help people. However, there will be some sort of error or some sort of weakness or vulnerability. We call it zero-day attacks, which maybe the manufacturer did not realize at the time of releasing, and then later on it will have impact on not just the company or the industry which is selling these products, but also all the organizations, all the industry which are using these tools and devices, which comes with these unknown or zero-day attacks or unknown vulnerabilities. Hence, this is something, security is something which you can never be 100% sure of. You always have to go back and reassess your security equipments, reassess the process that you are following to keep your system secure, and also you have to go back and reassess the solutions that you are implementing in your organization to keep your business, to keep your users, to keep your employees secure. So this is something, it is it cannot be just that you cannot step back and say we have enough security. You always have to keep assessing all the measures that you put in place. Now, looking at this slide, this particular slide, you can see because of the new pandemic, you can you can look at this statistics which is shown on this slide, that the use of smart devices has increased dramatically because people are staying home or they're working from home. They're using devices a lot, which means there is more information, more use of internet connectivity, more people who were not really into technology. They are now forced to use their laptops, their mobile devices, and they are getting introduced to digital world, which means more users, more there is more attack points. There are more new challenges which we have to focus. So maybe there will be some employees in organizations who are very naive when it comes to security. So we have to again think about security awareness, educating not just users but also employees who are technically not very educated when it comes to how to use or how to be safe when you are or cyber safe when you're using any online devices or any technology which you have to use now as part of your work, I would say. So this is another thing we have to focus on. Hence, if you look at our cybersecurity research group, we focus on people, we focus on process, and we focus on technology. Because if you look at history, if you look at all the past attacks, there has been so many attacks. For example, Heartbleed, for example, the attack on NHS. All these attacks, yes, they were happened due to some ransomware, due to some sophisticated malware, but the delivery of these malwares has always been weakness related to your awareness and training of people. So users are always the weakest point, and if any I would say bad group or attacker group or APT group, whoever is focusing on a specific organization, they would look for weak points to enter into that organization, and that is the biggest challenge, because you can develop the best exploit, you can develop the best malware, but the biggest challenge for any I would say hacking group, I would say, is how you are going to deliver this to that particular victim organization. And the best option for them, or according to the past years that we have seen all these attacks which happened in the past, that the most common approach is people. You will have either phishing attempt, either they will try to deliver it by getting into an organization, a physical building or premises, by physically compromising and then connecting their device to your internal networks. So this is how big attacks happen. So you have to make sure you don't miss people and you don't miss checking your process, that you are covering your people, process, and technology. Hence, we focus a lot on making sure that when we are producing a security solution, that we are checking all these three elements of cybersecurity. Technology is something you cannot really pick the right device for a specific thing. You can recommend, you can get the most expensive I would say firewall, you can get the most expensive intrusion detection system to be used in your organization, but it is not, if it is not configured, if it is not used properly, then the money that you have invested in these high specification devices to make sure that your organization or your business is cyber safe, it will not be effective. Hence, you have to make sure all these links are secure and you are continuously monitoring, because security is not something that you can security is something that needs regular or ongoing process. So that's about security. Let me introduce you to our team and also projects that we are working on. So you can see my picture on it. We have Professor Al-Haj, we have Muhammad, we have Mohammed Hassan, we have Mustafa Tajdini, he is a lecturer in cybersecurity. Mariam, she's senior lecturer in cybersecurity. I would also want to highlight some projects that we are working as part of Cybersecurity Research Group. One is enhancing malware incident handling and threat investigation in Security Operations Center. We are working with a company who provides these security services. So we are working on making sure that we handle malware incidents and threat investigations can be done as quickly as possible. So we are developing a platform where we can get all this information, threat information on that particular platform, and that will help security analysts in making decisions. So this is one interesting project that we are working on. Another is detecting malicious object and malicious behavior for people in public spaces, and that is how we can do that by using video surveillance, live real-time videos through video surveillance. And this is part of Dubai. This project is part of Dubai Police. We are trying to create a new feature which will be incorporated in the bigger project of Ayun, which is used by Dubai Police. Another interesting projects we worked on is refinement of tools and techniques for providing digital forensic services, and this was part of transforming forensics project by NPCC. So we won funding to work on this project. We worked with not just Staffordshire Police but other high-tech crime scene department as well, including London Met and many others. We talk to police. We try to assess what sort of challenges they face while providing digital forensics, and we designed a recommendation that can be incorporated to design an AI-enabled tools and techniques for digital forensic services. So another interesting topic, a project we work on, which I want to highlight, is advanced persistent threats. So this we are working with our Kaspersky academic partners from Kaspersky. So we are looking at identifying how or improving our security measures that we take place in any organization, so we can tackle advanced persistent threats. Now, advanced persistent threats are threats which do not really give any normal signature which you get from threats. They will behave very their presence in your system will be very difficult to be identified, because there is nothing malicious or there is nothing to alert or flag. And how we are going to identify these threats, that's a big challenge in security industry, including Kaspersky and any other antivirus products, any other company which provides antivirus products. So we are working on this and trying to figure out or keep up with the industry requirement, and provide as latest research as possible. So there are more projects as well that we are working, so which include security behavior, so more related to people's making sure people are aware, making sure small or to medium enterprises, they are following the basic security requirements that they need to fill in order to meet the regulation of government, and also to keep their business running. And we provide all information and work very closely with them to help local SMEs. We also are looking at biologically inspired AI solutions in cybersecurity. So these are some of the logos of our industry and academic partners. So we have already mentioned few names before, so you could see, and that is all for Cybersecurity Research Group. If you want to collaborate or if you want to join our Cybersecurity Research Group and the center, you're more than welcome to send your inquiries, questions to this email address. I have also provided my Twitter logo. So if you want to follow our research, what we are doing, please feel free to follow on Twitter. So that's from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Asma. Thank you, Abdul Hamid. Thank you, Mohammed, for the fascinating presentations. I hope you found the presentations interesting and covering some of the areas that you think are important to your organizations, and you think we can actually do some work together in the future. This is now the start of the Q&A sessions. I've got a few questions for the speakers. I'll start with Dr. Abdul Hamid on the smart systems side of the research center. The question says, your work on smart agriculture is very interesting. Can you apply the same approach applied on the olives on other types of fruits or vegetables? And what would be the challenges if you change those types?
Let us first talk about the challenge in olives. Olives, as we spoken now, it is a very small fruit, has different colors, maybe included with other parts of the tree and so on. So really we started with the hardest part, but we have many considerations. We need to go through them because we are talking about real life application. We are not working in a studio or in lab. We are working in farms, different cameras, different resolution, different environment. Today is sunny, tomorrow is not sunny. Then we really have many challenges in this area. If you want to expand more to go for different types of fruits or vegetables, we can go, for example, apples, any other type of fruits. I say we need only just to adapt or tailor our system for the new product, because the system is based on object recognition. We are using deep learning to recognize the object. Then we will need to train the system for the new product, and it not only in agriculture, it can work in any other field as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdul Hamid. A question for you, Asma, around cybersecurity. I mean, as you mentioned clearly, cybersecurity is a never-ending challenge, and whatever solution you build for today, there will be a counter solution. It's a very organized kind of setup behind the scenes. The question I have here is, with this dynamic and changing cyberspace and the way we interact with digital, the question is, what are actually the current trends in cybersecurity research?
Okay, so current trends, as I said, they keep changing, but I would say the most important trend right now is how we are going to automate or how we are going to make security decisions faster, because every minute, every hour is critical. And if there is an incident, if there is a breach, how can we detect these breaches and how we can identify these attacks quickly as possible. Another challenge I would say is, okay, if we have identified these threats, we have identified these attacks, how are we going to improve security in our organization? What best steps we need to follow, and how are we going to follow these steps, and how are we going to make sure that these threats, these attacks will not occur again? So these are the two trends, I would say, which will be on the top for another 5 years. And with the introduction of artificial intelligence, making your systems smart, this requires more instant security, or would say decision-making capability with our security experts, and experts will not be able to assess or provide their right security action plan to a specific incident threat without information. And how we are going to get that information? We need support from all the available information, which is maybe online or within an organization, because some information could be internal. So what process we are following, how we can provide this information to the security specialist to make decision, and we are making sure that there is still no loose end remaining. So these are the two things I would say at the top: making a faster decision and making sure that attacks do not occur again in your organization in the future. Yes.
Thank you, Asma. You also mentioned in the presentation, you alluded to the work on resilience that you're doing in the center.
Yes.
How work on resilience is important in light of the assumption that we can never make a secure system?
Sure. Resilience is essential, because resilience is, we are trying to focus on designing a solution that is not just a solution for the current attacks and threats. We are looking for a solution that will also stand very strong against zero-day attacks, against threats that which are still not discovered. And we also use another term called determined attacks. So there will be a group of bad people or hackers who are trying their best. They are using all the tools and technologies on a specific targeted organization to get into the system, or whatever their goals are, either to stay in the system, either to spy, or continuously keep stealing confidential information. So resilience, building systems with resilience means they can dynamically adapt to any sort of new indicators that you can categorize as malicious, and those systems will automatically stand against those unknown or new trends and attacks. So resilience is an essential part of when you're designing any security solutions for an organization.
Thank you, Asma. I've got a question for Abdul Hamid. Smart systems is a vast area that covers multiple kind of interdisciplinary domains, but also in terms of application is quite vast. What do you think the future trends in smart systems are? That's a question from the audience. Thank you.
Currently, we are living in a highly dynamic world. Every day we hear about new technology and new updates in technologies. And really, people expectation is very high now. For example, I will show you, we will talk about, as an example, the mobile phone. This small device, 5 centimeters by 10 centimeters. How many technology in this mobile phone? Starting from sensors, we have more than 15 sensors in this mobile phone on average, starting from fingerprint recognition, face recognition, camera, accelerometer for the position of the phone to detect phone position, and so on. We have an average 15 sensors in this mobile phone. We have many technologies. We have different types of communications like RFID, like Wi-Fi, like Bluetooth, GSM, 3G, 4G, 5G. We have many technologies in just 5 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And the expectation, if I release this phone now in the market, and I called it SCU5, and after 6 months I will release the next version of it, SCU5S. If you tell the people the difference between this phone and that phone is face recognition, they will tell you only they expecting more. People expectation now from smart system is higher and higher. I believe the main challenge for smart systems design is to be aware about latest advances in technology and how can you harness them to achieve your target and to serve different applications. Because smart system could work in health sector, in energy sector, in entertainment, education. And really we need to adopt the technology more in our education systems, because I believe we are teaching students and graduates to work with cybersecurity, AI, and but also we need to apply this here in our education sector as we are applying this in industry, health, and so on. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdul Hamid. I welcome Mohammed back to the podium. Mohammed, I've got a couple of questions for you from the audience. And the first question is, you from the project that you mentioned that have been covered by the center, and some of them actually covered by yourself, you are known to do a lot of work or from the project that you presented, there's a lot of kind of real world challenges. So what are actually the challenges that you think you have faced applying AI into these real environments?
Yeah, we have been actually working lots of application, mainly surveillance application, where we have been applying our video analytics solution to surveillance scenarios. And the main application surveillance scenarios is a change in terms of illumination conditions, the scene structure, and the type of materials appearing in the scene. So what we have been trying to develop is algorithms, which are what we call it the physics-based algorithms, which algorithms can get information about the scene, actually physics-based information. So for example, about the material itself, which is what we call spectral information, which is the spectral characteristics of the material itself, or the reflectance of the material, and the sensitivity of the camera, and information about the actual illumination. So by detecting the illuminant or the illumination condition of the scene, we have managed to be able to better detect events and objects, and to remove lots of false alarms, which was the main actual challenge for this real world application. So for example, assume an operator which is using a video analytic solution, and this operator is relying on the alarms generated from the solution. And if there are more alarms than it should be, normally the operator won't really have a faith on the algorithm itself. I'm going to try to just keep an eye by himself or herself. But in our solution, we have managed to get to a degree that we are eliminating all these false alarms related to change of illumination, shadows, for example, and change of material types and the like. And based on that, we have managed to get to more or better accuracy and less false alarms, and more and less as well misdetection, and much more higher accuracy in total.
Thank you, Mohammed. As another question here related to the ethics of applying AI, specifically for smart systems, as a link between smart systems, or smart cities, sorry, as a link between the smart systems and the applications of AI in that domain. So what do you think are the ethical implications?
Yeah, of course, the ethics and AI, ethics in AI is actually an active research area by itself. So you will find that lots of researchers are actually studying how to embed ethics within the AI solutions. And it is a big issue, but the majority of the solution we provide so far, they are semi-automated solution, where the software is relying on an operator to make the final decision most of the time. So it helps automators, and actually it augments the role of the operator, not really replace an operator as such. So the majority of the time, the ethics part is actually covered by taking the final decision by a human being. But in the future, of course, most likely the future trend shows that the machine learning is actually dominating much more and getting much more roles than it used to have in the past. So this ethics, of course, needs to be considered much more carefully, especially when applied to application which relies on judging on human being or making critical decisions.
That's great. I mean, this is a related area really to intersection between the applications of AI and cybersecurity. And I know, within the research center, there is a lot of overlap between the application of AI and cybersecurity. So the question is the application of AI on cybersecurity solutions or challenges effective, or could it be effective?
Yeah, actually, they could be very, very effective. We have, for example, number of scenarios and up to a number of projects actually have managed to successfully implement our machine learning techniques on cybersecurity problems. And one of the, for example, the direct application of machine learning on cybersecurity is what we call it anomaly detection. So in a way, we get all normal network traffic data itself, and we introduce it to unsupervised anomaly detector. And this anomaly detector can learn the normal behavior. And based on that, whenever there is an anomalous behavior or the network traffic which is abnormal, then the anomaly detection algorithm can directly highlight this one and can produce an alert to the operator or to the network administrator to highlight the fact that there is abnormal events. And classification algorithms nowadays are very advanced using deep learning technologies. So what we use as well to classify different network patterns into, again, normal patterns or a specific type of attack. So has been proven to be very successful in terms of getting us high accuracy in terms of detection of such attacks. What we are working towards now is the prediction of a potential network attack, and this is an area of, again, active research where we are trying to apply our machine learning algorithms to predict, based on the current state of the network, whether a potential attack will be launched or not.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you, Abdul Hamid. Thank you, Asma. This will draw this session to the end. Thank you very much for watching us. This is the official launch of the Smart Systems, Artificial Intelligence and Cybersecurity Research Center, SAICS, at Staffordshire University. We're always looking forward to hear from you to discuss potential projects, to discuss some challenges that you are facing in organizations, and you want us to look into how we can translate those challenges into academic and research questions that we can tackle with the expertise that we have in the center. Thank you very much, and we look forward to hear from you. Thank you.